Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. Just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Stevenson outside. The pass to Dennis. Love grabs the board. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is how you want to start off.
Wow, absolutely. Grabbing the lead right from the get-go, getting into an early rhythm. I love it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Dennis passes to Stevenson. That one drops for him.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Off target from three-point range. Here's Burton. And that one hits back iron. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Out to the wing. Passes it to Hall. From deep. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Stevenson. Inside. Burton, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From downtown, another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. 13 feet away. No good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
He doesn't hit that one. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Uncovered. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
And our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, had a chance to speak with Scott Brooks. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit. And their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. See if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. 2 games back. Here's Dennis. Love grabs the board. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. To the middle. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Pass to Stevenson. Dennis passes to Stevenson. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Over to the wing. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Love outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Here's Burton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. Love grabs the board. Gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Hall.
Whoa! He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Timeout.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. On the free throw, no good. Over to the left wing. And he gets it to go from the corner. Gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. He's guarded by Stevenson. Inside. Here's Gentry. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
1:36 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. To the middle, Stevenson. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. And there it is for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Launches a three, bangs home the trifecta. Stevenson's got 7 points. Gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. From deep, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The away team, they lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot is spent.
It's fun. You see more fans on the stands.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
To the inside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Had the space there, but it's offline. Got a hand on it. Knocked away. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pal Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
To the right side. Shot from 16, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
There are so many great open floor players in this game. Who would be the scariest player coming at you on the fast break?
Kevin, I can't limit this to just one. Are you kidding me? How would you like to have LeBron James bearing down on you at 6'8", 250-plus pounds? Or the length of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who can cover from one end of the floor in the other in 4 or 5 strides? How about Russell Westbrook's meeting me at the cup and he can dunk on my head? Or the young, talented Donovan Mitchell? I don't want any part of any one of those guys.
What great names, and you're right. Runaway freight trains, each of them. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. They've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Dennis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He has 5.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Kicks it to Mahimi. Here's Potter. Misses the 3.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Well, Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
All the officials are all over that one.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Scott Brooks wants a timeout. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. And the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
Six on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Love outside. Launches it, and he's good on the 3 ball. He has 7.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
This one for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. And there's the pass to Mahimi. The 3. No good on that one. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And stolen by Love. .158 left in the first half of the game.
That's how it's done, my man. Jan Mahimi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Here's Burton, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one drops.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
1:29 left here in the second. And Love has it in the corner. Six to shoot. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Clock at 2.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Down low. Doesn't go that time.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Fires the 3. He can't hit that time.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
He's guarded by Love. On target from 13 feet. He's got 5.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Launches it. Offensive rebound. And Love throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And so it's the home team ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Jones taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I have to admit it, I did not see this coming. They've done more than just hanging there. They've been the better team in a few areas. They just can't rest on this lead, though. Now the real work begins.
How about you, Kenny? And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And the home team has possession. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Passes to Burton. Here's Dennis. And the shot is long.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Out left to the wing. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Boy, that was a good kick out for the assist. Finding his open teammate on the outside.
To shoot. Pass to Stevenson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Baseline try. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
Pulls up on the wing, and they pick up 2. He has 7. Shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Love outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Burton. The 11-footer, and he drops that one in. Burton's got his second bucket of the night. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Fires for three. Buries it from three-point range.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you've simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Jacks up a three. That one misses. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A three ball. It's good from long range.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Scott Brooks wants a timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Chance to take a look at the numbers for Stevenson. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shot clock at 6. And the three ball is good. He has 7.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Right wing. Ball's knocked loose. The pass to Hall. Rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Off on the layup.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. That bucket in no time at all.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Misses off the left iron.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
No good with the layup. Gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Halt the run. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For 3. That one doesn't go. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lays it up and bangs it in. He's got 12. And so here's the home team. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Scott Brooks wants a timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
On defense, the home team. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Well, Greg, that's a huge error. You can't afford to make these kinds of mistakes when you're already playing from behind.
From the arc, sinks the triple.
All these open threes. We've really been driving on this run.
Left to play in the third. Gets it. Fades and shoots. No good at that time.
He does everything right except for bringing the shot.
Hits the mark. And hit that one.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into space for sure. This is how you defend the paint. I'll tell you, that's impressive. Running down low and setting up a bucket inside. Really nice.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here in Florida. Help out the wing.
Some guys just and then one could make it easy.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer, seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Drop shot. Separate the shot being very good position right there. He's got 7.
How many times have we seen possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a break.
Shot clock at 5. Just shot that time. Closing out the quarter. There's a 20-point lead. Look at the field goal percentage numbers. Tells the story of top defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we do just now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the lead wide open with 15 feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the self-led.
There have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. G-League Doris growing roster of teams introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point?
I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with respect in NIT, they were a significant part of the rotation. When Cook comes to mind, the NBA champion had a two-way player. When Cook was a vital part of their G League, then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. Meaning what a tremendous platform for player development.
The league has got right with this. Got to quick touch-ups 16 times. They did 9 times they missed. Fourth quarter basketball, about a minute into it. 2 free throws coming out, and then they call the shoot-off. first throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And we play about a minute here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the paint. A count put. It's done by Stevenson. Nice, great pass from him.
Everybody's touching it. It's starting to see this. I love it because Rhythm goes on the way.
You think of all the highlight plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same every time we see our website. One of these games, one of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys in the bench.
They're just losing it. They're falling down. They're bumping into each other. And then keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react. Sometimes it's just so they can't help it.
We get out of our seats. I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
No doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
That's the Dennis. On free throw range. It's good. Now 4-9 for the field. And the first one. And so it's the quarter going about to add right now. That's just a Burton. Five on the clock.
Since halftime, they have been with the field goal from beyond.
There's no question about it. Knocking down triplets repeatedly. The team starting to lose helpless at this point.
Down low. Here's Hall. Up and in. Out of the way.
Great job screening there. Nice job. They take it to the rim. They get it finished.
Time by Nurse. And the league sits indoors looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction? It's headed to the field.
I'm sure you agree with this. We will see if there's a traveling violation of the ball. We have him and the offensive players see enough advantages. By that I mean we made it less physical on perimeter. You know, we allowed for free to movement. And so anytime you listen, if you pick up that foot, it's a trouble. And that's like a lot. That's what you're talking about.
Like you said, even more of the younger kids who are putting in a game. They got to go the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
And he banks all the way.
I'll tell you, he's one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
On 2 for 5. On the field goal attempt in the fourth quarter. Over the right wing. Here's Dennis. No good.
Well, obviously it's going all night offensively, but his teammates ready. They bailed him out. He's still got time to turn around. But we think they pay no attention at all to him, and all he can do is throw up a brick out.
To the middle. Here's Stevenson. And it's finishing it off. Big game for him. Doubled out. 11 points. And 10 rebounds. On 7 on the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the fourth. It's on the right side. To the middle. Rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got rebound number 11 career tonight. Here's the three. Grabs the 4-4.
They had to look elsewhere with their score, and then they got this guy's had a very little impact on the game offensively.
Doris fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So the league do anything. Down and trip through the line.
You know what? Kevin, I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to charity stripe. I don't like the backup layer strategy, and I think it would take a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of efficiency. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is to take away those intentional fouls that are a big family back
To the right wing. The 17-foot. No good. Go on, 4-10 here. Lots of time to go. Down low. It's tipped. Left in the game. And that 2 free throws are coming up. Officials on the ball with the foul. No good for the free throw. It's the second ball. To the controversy surrounding one and done.
Kevin, I believe the one and done should be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that now come with a viable option is the G holds the you can now allow players to enter the minor leagues straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Now check out our Jordan player of the game.
And then he tried to get his over down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he just opened them up. He was aggressive in fighting the contact and really just taking it.
Solid performance here in front of the home crowd. He may not be the star of this team, but nights like this are what make him fan favorite. 1:52 left in the fourth. And there's the pass to Dennis. He kicks to Stevenson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dennis. He's guarded by Love. No good from the wing. 4 seconds in the fourth. Up there for Love. The shot will go good. On 1 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Burton. Three-pointer. Line on target.
A spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this one badly, and they went out and took it.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. Kick to Love. And then they come right back with their own three-point.
Back and forth here.
I love how personal this thing getting. You train on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
They've been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Burton. It's a drop, and then 2 points on the way.
And this is how you close out the game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late like this. So they put finishing touches in style. I love how they close.
Elbow shot. So the whole crowd here they did the victory. And the outcome of this one was that.
Boy, they
really put in a supreme effort. And just felt like once they had that lead, it was comfortable. They were not going to relinquish.
David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny.
All right, thank you. That's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Dorisburg, and David Alden, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.